Noko, Noko the night. You are so bright, for with all your might. Noko, Noko the night. You choose to do what's right.
In the bush, belled.
Hello, darlings. My name is Eleni Theodorou, and I'm the author of an exciting series called Noko the Night. This series is set in the heart of the South African bushveld, or forest, and is about the escapades of an African crested porcupine named Noko and his friends, his bushveld buddies. And today, we're going to have a very special story time. I'm going to read my new story called Noko the Night's Kitchen Delights especially for you. Before we start, you need to know that you'll be hearing some unfamiliar words and phrases in the story because they're in a different language. They're in Greek. You see, my father is Greek, and so we are fortunate to have been raised with both our South African and Greek cultures and languages. So here's a list of Greek words and phrases you'll be hearing in my story. Kalispera se olus means good evening to all. Kalos ήρθατε means welcome. Gya σου means hello. Epirus is a state or province in Greece which is filled with the most beautiful mountains, rivers, lakes and villages. That's where my dad is from. Makaronopita is a simple yet delicious Greek macaroni pie we enjoy in our family. Kali όρεξη means good appetite, or as the French say, bon appétit. So let's get comfortable in our favorite spot and put on our porcupine ears so that we can listen very carefully. Are you ready? Let's take a deep breath in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Mom, I'm hungry, Noko wailed whilst dragging his feet around in their beautiful burrow. Noko, it's a little difficult for me to help you right now as I'm trying to change your sister's diaper, and she's squirming like a little worm, Mrs. Porcupine hollered, attending to Noko's little sister, Nokolissa. How about you go ahead and get your special fork, spoon, and plate out, and I'll be there in 2 ticks to help you prepare your favorite forest food. Noko's eyes lit up. My favorite forest food! He squealed out loud before dashing toward their cozy kitchen. As Noko was rummaging through their kitchen cabinets, Mrs. Porcupine strolled into the kitchen out of breath, and with baby Nokolissa finally on her hip. Noko, I just realized that we ran out of a few ingredients that we need to make our favorite dish. Why don't you grab a quick snack and we'll go gather the healthy goodies we need from the forest as soon as your cousin arrives, Mrs. Porcupine asked. Oh yes, Noko exclaimed. I almost forgot that Cousin Skatz, a feisty little hedgehog, is coming to visit us from Greece today. I can't wait to see her. Yes, my love, she should be flying in any time now with Air Albatross. Let's hurry and pick a snack for you so that we can get her on our way to the farmlands, she sweetly suggested. Noko did as his mom had asked and quickly grabbed a crunchy sweet potato and scampered out to meet his mom in their front yard. As Noko, Nokolissa, and their mom were wandering through the bushveld, they came across a clearing where all sorts of different creatures were eagerly awaiting the arrival of their family and friends, who were all flying in from all over the world. Noko looked around in astonishment. Wow! There are so many creatures here who have their families spread out all over the world, just like us, he said out loud. Mama Porcupine pointed into the air at a large bird swooping in from the heavens. Oh, look, here comes Skatz, she said while cradling Nokolissa. Shortly afterwards, Air Albatross lands and Skatz bravely hops off the bird's back. She excitedly scampers over to Noko and his family, bearing a big smile and a big backpack. Kalispera se olus, Cousin Skatz called out cheerfully in Greek, as she approached them with open arms. Kalos ήρθατε, Noko and his mom replied at the same time, ready to give her a big hug back. Did you have a good flight? Mrs. Porcupine asked. Yes, indeed, Thea. It is so peaceful high up in the clouds. We had a smooth flight as the brisk breeze helped bring us swiftly south. I got to see the beautiful South African landscape as we neared the landing strip here in the forest, she gleefully replied. Noko couldn't help notice the big backpack Cousin Skatz had strapped to her prickly back. "Cuz, that backpack looks a little heavy. May I help you carry it?" "Yes, please, Noko," Skatz replied, relieved. "My mom sent a few Greek goodies for your family so that we may make some nutritious treats together. You know how we can overpack sometimes." Skatz giggles as she points to a large emerald green bottle of olive oil in her backpack. As they started walking home, Skatz turns to Mrs. Porcupine and continues, "Thea, I heard you have some delicious recipes you enjoy preparing for your family, and I'd love to learn how to make them too. I also love to cook with my dad, creating yummy snacks with natural ingredients that we find near our home." Upon returning to the family burrow with their fresh forest foods, they were met with an excited Mr. Porcupine, who hadn't seen Cousin Skatz since she was a tiny hoglet. "Yasu, dear Skatz," greeting her with a hug. "We are so happy that you're able to visit us all the way from Greece. We miss you and your family so much." A few moments later, the family brought their groceries into the kitchen, where Skatz unpacked her gifts from Greece. "Here we go," she eagerly announced. "Only the best for our family. Olive oil, oregano, honey, feta cheese from our village in Epirus. Oh, and Greek mountain tea, of course. These are so good, and so good for us. These will keep us fit, fast, and smart," she squeaked with a twinkle in her eye. "You're absolutely right, Skatz," Mrs. Porcupine agreed. "Since we have a very special guest here with us, I think we should make one of our favorite meals, makaronopita, or macaroni pie. Let's all wash our hands and start preparing dinner," she continued, whilst ushering Noko and Skatz to the sink. "Once we've washed our hands, we then need to rinse our veggies so that we get all the dirt off of them. Skatz, will you please do so while Noko sets the table? Oh, and Noko, we need to set the table for the rest of your bushveld buddies too, as Papa Porcupine invited them to join us in celebration of Skatz's arrival," she revealed. "Yippee! I can't wait for Skatz to meet my bushveld buddies," Noko rejoiced, scampering over to their dining room, where he eagerly started setting the table for all. In the kitchen, the little chefs were ready to learn how to make the family's favorite Greek makaronopita with a twist. Little baked macaroni nests. First, we need to make sure that our fire is burning brightly so that when we're ready to bake the pasta, it will be just right. "Be careful," Noko's mom cautioned. "The fire is very hot, no matter how small the flame. So let's keep away from it. Safety first." We then need to make sure our counter is clean and that all our ingredients, utensils, and measuring tools are placed on top, ready for us to use, Mrs. Porcupine continued, showing her eager onlookers how to prepare this fun, delicious meal step by step before placing it above the fire to bake. Soon the sun started to set and it was time for the macaroni to be taken off the heat. Noko excitedly squealed, "The sun is setting, the sun is setting," notifying his mum. Mama Porcupine then swiftly grabbed her mitts and turned to the fireplace, making sure that all were out of harm's way before collecting the hot tray of macaroni nests. "We'd better hurry," Noko said, realizing that his bushveld buddies were soon to arrive, and so he and Skatz quickly helped clean the kitchen together. Then, before Noko could shake his tail quills, his friends started to arrive. Fortunately, Papa Porcupine was already at the door, welcoming them in. "Hi guys, so nice to see you all again. Come on in." He opened the door widely, allowing Noko's friends to stream in. "Good evening, Mr. Porcupine," they chimed, thrilled to be dining with Noko and his family, as they know Mrs. Porcupine is an excellent cook. Within a few moments, Noko dashed into the dining room where his friends and family were waiting for him. "How's it?" he gleefully said as he waddled over to his seat. "I see that you've already met my cousin Skatz. She helped me and Mama prepare dinner and brought us some delicious goodies from Greece. Here, taste this incredible feta cheese." He hummed as he passed the feta around. His friends were pleasantly surprised by how rich, creamy, and delicious it was. While this was going on, Mama Porcupine started serving the hot makaronopita nests to their guests. One after the other, each of the bushveld buddies were licking their lips. This is so tasty, Tiny Tarantal chirped, and then asked for more. As Papa Porcupine got up to serve her another piece, he was faced with another 8 more plates, waiting for a second helping. A little hungry, are we? I'm glad to see that you all enjoyed our favorite dish so much. He chuckled as he shared their very special meal with their very special friends. Kaliorexi! Did you enjoy my new story? I sure hope so. It was very special for me to share my new tale with you. Now, before we say goodbye, I have a few important questions for you to think about and to discuss with your family. You can pause this audio in between each question if you need a moment to think about the answer. Question 1. Noko grabbed a healthy snack before he and his family went to get his cousin at the airport. Which snack did he pick? Question 2. Which healthy snacks can we choose in order to stay fit, fast, and smart? Question 3. Noko's family enjoy a healthy makaronopita or macaroni pie as one of their favorite meals. Which traditional dish does your family enjoy as a healthy meal? And question 4. Noko has many different friends. I wonder what types of healthy food their families enjoy together. Do you know which healthy foods your friends enjoy? Why not ask them? Maybe you'll like them too. Thank you for being very good listeners today, darlings. Learn more about Noko the Knight's bullying prevention visits at schools, his other stories, and some of his new party favors, gifts, book bags, and more at nokothennight.com. We look forward to having another story time with you and your friends. Bye for now.
Noko the Night. You are so bright, for with all your might. Noko the Night. You choose to do what's right.
In the bush, belled buddies belong. It won't be long before the sun is gone. A prickly boy who brings us joy and shows he cares by how he shares.
Noko the Night. You are so bright, for with all your might. Noko the Night. You choose to do what's right.
We don't like drama, so we meet for Indaba, where tempers melt, 'cause we have doubt. Bold and brave, we won't cave, and so we keep wise, indeed we shall rise. Noko the Night. You choose to do what's right. Yes, I am